Hey everybody. Well, I've got another video to do today that I have not done in quite some time. Even as far back as when I was still doing videos regularly. But today I have what hopefully should be a pretty short DVD update. Yeah, I haven't done one of these in a long time. I only have like 2 movies, so, maybe it won't take too long. But, first up, well, before we begin, though, I suppose, to be fair, technically, there are other movies that I could include in this that I bought, like, over the period where I was still taking my break and everything. But I won't include those, I guess. These are just the movies that I've bought since making my previous video, so... Anyway, like I was saying, the first movie of the 2 that I bought recently is Trading Places on Blu-ray. Starring Dan Aykroyd and Eddie Murphy and Jamie Lee Curtis. This came out, of course, back in 1983, and I've said, this might be my favorite Eddie Murphy movie, or the movie that Eddie Murphy has done. Or if not, it's up there at the very least. But yeah, it's funny to think this came out like a year before Ghostbusters did. But yeah, Trading Places though, Eddie Murphy's character is like this, of course, like this almost stereotypical, young rich guy who's really really well off. And Eddie Murphy's character is like the complete opposite. He's almost like he's like a con artist, that sort of thing. And Dan Aykroyd's character works for the Duke brothers, who basically decide to try this little experiment where they basically take Dan Aykroyd's character and Eddie Murphy's character, and they set up situations where they're able to, as the title implies, they're able to switch their roles in life, essentially, to kind of see what happens. In the process, more or less ruining, Dan Aykroyd's character's life. But, I first saw this when I was in high school. Feels like it's so crazy that it was that long ago. Yeah, I first saw this I believe my last year in high school. I've always enjoyed the movie. So, movie known though, is the third entry of I guess you could say one of my favorite movie franchises ever, because I absolutely love the first 2 movies. And this is one I've been meaning to see for quite some time. And that is Bill and Ted Face the Music. This came out a couple of months ago, of course, and I only have just now got around to, buying and seeing it. To tell you the truth, I'm still in this weird place as to just exactly how I want to feel about the movie. Well, let me kind of clarify. What I mean is, I enjoyed the movie. I liked the movie. And like I said, I very much enjoyed the movie, but maybe a slight bit disappointed. But overall, I enjoyed the movie a lot. Kind of like what some people have said. The very least, I'm going to say, while I did enjoy the movie, this is definitely going to be I would say this is definitely going to be my least favorite of the 3 by a large margin. And I don't know if I could really see myself watching this one as much as the other 2. Like Excellent Adventure, Bogus Journey, I both love just so much. But I don't know. This one didn't quite reach that levels for me. As much as I love the Bill and Ted movies. And I think it's so awesome that we finally get another Bill and Ted movie because, I mean, at this point, who would have thought we would have seen a third Bill and Ted movie? you know, the last one having come out in like 1991 or whatever. Um, but yeah, I mean, it's a fun watch though. So I think a large part of what my hang up with this movie is, I sort of feel like for some of this movie to work, I don't know. I mean, I feel like in some ways, I feel like the movie almost kind of flies against the narrative and such of the first two movies, and particularly the ending of the second movie. Um, that despite the way the second movie ended and them clearly doing these amazing things, living up to their destiny, that I don't know, for some reason, after a period, it just went way downhill for Bill and Ted. To the point where in the current movie, like, no one cares about him. Like, zilch. It just feels weird that to go from like the way the second movie ended and all the things that happened to him to that. Basically the issue in this movie though is they never, like Bill and Ted have yet to write the song that was supposed to save humanity and unite the world, and somehow. They come to find out too now, reality is about to break down because they never wrote that song, and that sort of thing. And I don't know. I mean, well, maybe that's for a review of its own or whatever. But bottom line is, yeah, I enjoyed the movie. That's what I'm saying. I enjoyed the movie. I thought it was so cool too to see Ted's dad finally come around and actually start acting like a dad, beyond like a one note dad or whatever. Have him like see him start like really supporting Bill and Ted and learn the truth or whatever. Well, it was cool to see William Sandler as the Grim Reaper again. But yeah, I mean, I am glad we got a third Bill and Ted movie though. So anyway, before I just continue rambling on and on and on again, those are my two movies today for this DVD update. So thanks for watching and see you next time.